અક્ષરધામના અધિપતિ શ્રી સ્વામિનારાયણ બાપા, શ્રી સ્વામિનારાયણ ગાદીના આદ્ય આચાર્ય પરમ કલ્યાણકારી જીવનપંત સ્વામી બાપા, પરમ પૂજ્ય આચાર્ય સ્વામી શ્રી Maharaj, saints, devotees, and invited guests. We welcome today the invited societies from the Kenya Deaf Society and the Kenya Institute for the Blind. The program shall start off with a dance performed by the Kenya Deaf Society children, and we wish them to start the program with a dance. Jai Shri Swaminarayan. ના એ મને કેવું
That's deaf community. They are going to have a small verse. One child is going to say a verse, and is being led by a teacher. Thank you. She is going to interpret what the young girl is saying. Thank you.
My name is Kadeu. Shoes have tongues, but cannot talk. Tables have legs, but cannot walk. Needles have eyes, but cannot see. Chairs have arms, but they can't hug me. Thank you.
Can we have a louder round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? I think, and you'll also support me, that the dance performed by these children today and the beautiful narration of the verse done by the little child has gone a long way to please Lord Swaminarayan Bapa Swami Bapa and His Divine Holiness Param Puja Acharya Swami Shri. Let us again have a round of applause. We'd now like to introduce our Sri Swaminarayan Gadi. Supreme Lord Sri Swaminarayan, Jivan Pran Sri Abji Bapa Shri, the Adya Acharya Pravar of Sri Swaminarayan Gadi, Jivan Pran Sri Mukta Jivan Swami Bapa, His Divine Holiness Acharya Swami Shri Maharaj, sons, chairmen, directors and management of the Kenya Institute for the Blind and the Kenya Society for Deaf Children, fellow devotees, brothers and sisters, my heartfelt Jai Shri Swaminarayan. We are all very honored to welcome to our temple our esteemed guests today. It is indeed my privilege to present a brief introduction of our organization, Sri Swaminarayan Gadi Sansthan, of which Acharya Swami Shri, who presides amongst us on the sacred throne, is the spiritual head. Gathered today to commemorate the Golden Jubilee of Kenya's 65th Padarpan of Sri Mukta Jivan Swami Bapa and 25th Vichran of His Divine Holiness Acharya Swami Shri, His Divine Holiness Acharya Swami Shri will today bless us and present and the invited societies a donation of Kenya shillings 500,000 shillings to each of the respected societies. These funds shall go towards the furtherance of the activities of these societies. In 1948, Sri Mukta Jivan Swami Bapa was the first spiritual leader of the Swaminarayan faith to set foot on Kenyan soil. Hence, we are celebrating the 65th Padarpan of Sri Mukta Jivan Swami Bapa. Under his guidance, Sri Swaminarayan Gadi Sansthan has become renowned as the worldwide spiritual center for cultural and social welfare. As the community grew and required further amenities, His Divine Holiness Acharya Swami Shri Maharaj inspired devotees to build a grand temple with authentic Hindu architecture. That is the monumental temple building in which we are seated today. People from all over the world have visited this temple, and it has become one of Nairobi's landmarks. Under Acharya Swami Shri's guidance, Sri Swaminarayan Gadi Sansthan continues to flourish remarkably throughout the world with spiritual centers of learning, culture, and charity established in the United Kingdom, United States of America, and East Africa. Every year, His Holiness travels throughout the world, including Kenya, to bless the disciples and the people of Kenya and to impart valuable teachings for the progression of humanity. In accordance with the teachings of Lord Swaminarayan, Sri Swaminarayan Gadi Sansthan performs numerous activities for the welfare of humanity. These include providing food and shelter to the poor, medical and educational assistance to the underprivileged, and urgent relief assistance during times of natural disasters. Sri Swaminarayan Gadi Sansthan has also founded and created various institutions such as the Swaminarayan College, high schools, kindergartens, libraries, clinics, general hospitals, hostels, guest houses, and various other social institutions to provide for the underprivileged, thus setting an example for the service of mankind. Education. In 1952, Sri Mukta Jivan Swami Bapa showed his sincere commitment to helping the advancement of education with a substantial donation of Kenya shillings 20,000 shillings towards the construction of the Gandhi Memorial College, which is now a part of the University of Nairobi. Sports. Apart from religious and social activities, Sri Swaminarayan Gadi Sansthan takes interest in other activities such as sports. Sri Mukta Jivan Swami Bapa is the founder of Swami Bapa Sports Club. The various sports that have been embraced by Swami Bapa are volleyball, table tennis, and cricket. The Swami Bapa cricket team was started in 1975 with the blessings of Sri Mukta Jivan Swami Bapa. The club remains today as the mainstay for the development of Kenyan cricket for over 46 years. The late Premjibai Maujibai Koda, a devotee of this temple, received an award from the International Cricket Council for his lifetime services to this game. His commitment to the progress of Kenyan cricket is unparalleled, and the award was well deserved. H.H. Swami Bapa Pipe Band. The H.H. Swami Bapa Pipe Band was formed in 1955 under the guidance of Sri Mukta Jivan Swami Bapa that has performed internationally and also locally at national events such as the Jamhuri Day celebrations. I would now like to introduce our guests who are present with us today. Firstly, Mr. Martin Kieti, Chairman of the Kenya Institute of the Blind. Mr. Martin Kieti is currently the coordinator and senior consultant of the Institutional Development Program, an organizational development and consultancy program of the World Blind Union, working in Africa and the Caribbean. He holds a master's degree in linguistics and has previously held numerous positions, including that of the Chief Executive Officer of the Kenya Union of the Blind. He has served in boards and committees of many local and international organizations and is currently the Honorary Treasurer of the African Union of the Blind. He has professional experience in international development, strategic management, research, and advocacy. Mr. Kieti has been serving in the board of the Kenya Institute for the Blind for over 5 years and was appointed the chairman of the board by the Minister of Education 3 years ago. Mr. Ruben Mwanzi, the principal of the Kenya Institute of the Blind. Mr. Ruben Mwanzi is the principal of the Kenya Institute for the Blind. He holds a master's degree in education, leadership, and policy. He has served persons who are blind in various capacities, which include Deputy Principal High School for the Blind, Thika, Head of Department in charge of teachers who are blind at Higher Ridge Teachers College, among other duties. Mr. Francis Ganga, the chairman of the Kenya Society for the Deaf Children. Mr. Francis Ganga was the former Secretary General of the Kenya National of Teachers Union and currently is the chairman for the Kenya Society for the Deaf. Also present amongst us today, we have our fellow members, Shri Gurjar Suthar Vishwakarma Mandir, that has been represented by Mrs. Jyoti Sachania, who is the Honorary Secretary, and their respective committee members. A round of applause for everybody who have come here all the way. The Shri Gurjar Suthar Vishwakarma Mandir is also part of a continuing program that continually donates to the Kenya Institute for the Blind. I now call upon Mr. I now call upon Mr. Martin Kiati, the chairman for the Kenya Institute of the Blind, to come forward to Acharya Swami Shri Maharaj and present him with a garland.
Thank you very much. Good evening, all. On behalf of the Ministry of Education and the community of the Kenya Institute for the Blind, I take this chance to thank our dear beloved community and the Mandal Temple for the great support and gesture of goodwill that has been expressed to the Kenya Institute for the Blind, and much so to the people whom we serve, the blind and partially sighted children of this country. Kenya Institute for the Blind is a government institution, a resource center that was established in the 1960s, initially known as Hadley School for the Blind, but later was taken by the Ministry of Education as a resource center, the only one in the country that provides educational support services and rehabilitation to learners who are blind and partially sighted. Our core business as an institute is to provide books in Braille and in other formats that are accessible to people who are blind or partially sighted, to carry out training to people providing support services to those learners, and to provide well-needed resources to access information for them. One of the things that we had included in our 2014-2018 strategic plan is the establishment of a cyber cafe, the first of its kind in this country, where people who are blind or partially sighted can come in and access internet services using hardware and software that is adapted for their use. You are all aware that without sight, someone cannot access the screen of a computer or a laptop as it is. There is need for specialized hardware and specialized software to interface for the person and make them able to access the internet. And so one of the things we had projected to do starting this year as part of our strategic period was to establish a unique cyber cafe that would enable people who are blind or partially sighted to come in, access the internet, and enjoy the full potential and opportunities that the internet provides to non-blind peers. And it was by, I don't know whether to call it a positive accident or what it was, that even as we tried to figure out and discussing with the ministry on how we can put together resources to meet the financial needs of establishing this resource center, one of our good friends from this community approached us with a desire to partner with us on a service that would improve the lives of blind people. And in our discussion, we felt that the best thing we could do together would be the establishment of this cyber cafe because it's an exciting thing, it's new, and it's something everybody would be excited about to come and see people accessing internet like anybody else. And so we are pleased today to be here together to commemorate, to celebrate the coming into life of this project. We are really grateful for the support and for the grant provided by this community to us, and look forward to making it an interesting experience, not for us as an institute alone and to this community, but especially to those that we love and serve and that we represent here. We came with a few of our students that are among us, and maybe we could have the community from Kenya Institute for the Blind standing so that we can be seen. We came quite a number of us. Kindly stand. That's right, that's right. Thanks very much. Those are some of the few people who serve the children in this country. There are about 4,000 school-going children who are blind or partially sighted. The number is big of the potential number of children who should be going to school, and we are working, both the Institute and the Ministry of Education and other partners, to ensure that all children go to school. Education for children who are disabled is not free. Even when we say we now have free education, free primary education, that education is not free because children with disabilities require more to interface for them than a pen and pencil or a pen and paper. And so that cost has to be met by somebody, and some of the people who are working with us to do this are this community, and we're really grateful that you have come in and are working together with us. We serve 4,000 children, like I said, in different ways, and are appreciative of every support that is coming out of this community. I think as I come to a close, I would say that we look forward to bringing this initiative, expanding access to information through the internet to people who are blind, moving this thing together as a community and as an institute, and as we bring it to a close, finding other interesting initiatives that we can jointly venture in and improve the lives of people who are blind and partially sighted. Once again, thank you very much. It's been a great, great gesture that we believe will go a long way in changing and improving the lives of those who are not fortunate enough to have sight. Thank you very much.
Mr. Martin Kieti, I request you to go towards Acharya Swamishri, to garland Acharya Swamishri, please. Mr. Ruben Mwanzi, from the principal of the Kenya Institute of Blind, kindly join the chairman, Mr. Martin Kieti, to garland his Acharya Swamishri Maharaj. Mr. Francis Ganga, the chairman of the Kenya Society for the Deaf Children, kindly come forward to garland His Divine Holiness Acharya Swamishri Maharaj. I request all the chairmen to be standing there for a group photo. Distinguished members from the chairman from the Kenya Society for the Deaf and Kenya Institute for the Blind, kindly join Acharya Swami Maharaj in the group photo as well. Ramesh Bhai Sangani, kindly escort the guests to Acharya Swami. Mr. Ruben Mwanzi, kindly take the podium and enlighten us about the various acts that your organization does.
May I thank the community that we are in today for the good gesture towards persons who are blind. I want to thank you sincerely for the way you have taken care of other persons in the community who are disadvantaged in one way or the other. Kenya Institute for the Blind is a national resource center, as the chairman has said, and we cater for all persons who are blind in terms of resources. It's an institute governed by the government. The representative of the government is the chairman of the board, who has been here. So when he's here, he's representing the government. And I want to thank him sincerely the way he has given the policies to the Institute, and we have done as much as possible. So, the way you have cared for us, this community, it will go a long way in making resources reach as many persons as possible. As he said, we are going to have a cyber cafe for the blind, and he stated clearly that it is one of its kind in this republic, which is going to be supported by this community. We want to say thank you very much. Kenya Institute for the Blind is a national resource center, and it caters for all persons across the country. Thank you so much.
Mr. Francis Nganga to come forward and enlighten us on the Kenya Society for the Deaf Children.
Sai Swaminarayan, Your Holiness, the Acharya of Shri Swaminarayan Gadi, Pashutam Priyadayas Sri Maharaji, distinguished guests, our dear children, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure tonight to be part of the presentation ceremony of assistive devices for our dear children who are deaf as a way of alleviating the challenges posed by disability upon the well-being, education, and the livelihood of our citizens. Your Holiness, we do remember we were here in this temple again on the 16th January 2012 to receive a donation of the same nature to assist our deaf children in acquiring hearing devices, which was a great support for our deaf children and which went a long way to improve their communication skills. Your Holiness, we are once again here for the same, and we are extremely happy and thankful for the same. The kindness of the Sri Swaminarayan Gadi Temple fraternity in assisting us with the valuable hearing aids and assistive devices for the visually impaired is a most welcome and a timely intervention against the problems faced by the hearing impaired and the children with blindness, which affects their education, health, and the general welfare. Your Holiness, we very highly appreciate the spirit of concern and attention to the less fortunate members of our great republic, which should be the best mark of humanity. Your Divine Holiness, hearing impairment, which brings about communication handicaps, is a hidden disability. As such, it is one of the most ignored conditions and the least attended of all disabilities. This is evidenced by the very low levels of public as well as institutional awareness on deafness and the exclusion of the deaf in most matters of nation building. Your Holiness, our children were very happy last year and also this year for choosing them to celebrate the Golden Jubilee with them. We also humbly request you to come to our offices, KSDC, and the bless of our offices while all our children and the teachers and the parents will be in attendance. Your Holiness, we at the Kenya Society for Deaf Children have been in the forefront of lobbying for the rights, needs, and interests of deaf children since 1958, when this society was registered. We have been instrumental in the development of educational institutions for the deaf, promoting access and the quality of education for the deaf children, and appropriate research and interventions on deafness. Your Holiness, we are also at the forefront now in campaigning for the institutionalization of Kenya Sign Language, the language of the deaf in this country. We are also advocating for the establishment of a university for the deaf in Kenya, so that our deaf children who are in our 20 secondary schools in the country can pursue their university education in such an institution without any problem or any form of discrimination at all. Your Holiness, the society has, over the years of its service to the deaf children, enjoyed a good working relationship with the government of Kenya, working mainly with the ministries of education, health, and the social services. In its activities with the deaf children and their parents, the society has identified that majority of at-home deaf children, as well as 40% of those at school, fail to acquire proper education due to lack of appropriate hearing aids for the partially deaf children. Indeed, 6.3% of our citizens have hearing impairment, ranging from mild to profound. Less than 5% of children with hearing impairment are enrolled in formal education countrywide. Among the leading causes of low enrollment is lack of suitable hearing aids for the hard of hearing, largely due to their prohibitive cost. Your Holiness, the lack of public awareness in sign language, especially among parents of the deaf, has also contributed to poor upbringing and education of the profoundly deaf children. Your Holiness, we believe that with appropriate hearing aids, 100% of the hard of hearing children can access regular education in regular schools and become useful and productive members of our society and the nation at large, rather than consign them to misery at home. Your Holiness, the Kenya Society for Deaf Children, with the possible assistance from sympathizers and the well-wishers, has set a target to distribute a total of 2,000 new digital behind-the-ear hearing aids at a cost of 25,000 shillings each over a period of 4 years. Your Holiness, the Society is in advanced stages of producing sign language curriculum support materials, which will be distributed to all schools for the deaf as a means of improving the quality of education offered to the deaf children. Your Holiness, this, in addition to other measures being undertaken by various governmental institutions and stakeholders, will see a dramatic change in the quality of education assessed by deaf and hard of hearing children who currently perform much poorer at national examinations as compared to the physically and the visually impaired children. The Society, Your Holiness, also plans to engage in public awareness creation on basic ear care and rehabilitation as a means towards prevention or preventable hearing impairment. We are conscious of the fact that a great majority of deafness in Kenya is acquired rather than hereditary and therefore preventable. Your Holiness, To achieve these great and important milestones, we appeal to all people of goodwill, to this community, for financial and material support to enable the society acquire, dispense, and maintain the hearing aids, as well as ensure less hearing loss in Kenya. Your Holiness, we also appeal for all present to consider joining the society as life members where possible and make a mark in the life of a needy, hearing impaired child, like that little girl who said a small poem to you, Your Holiness. She inspired everybody. And it is these little children the society is keen to work for, to realize their fullest potential, to be truly citizens who can be productive and support themselves. Your Holiness, for today's donation, we are once again most grateful to the Sri Swaminarayan Gadi Temple for the gesture, which will not be forgotten for years to come. Your Holiness, we feel most honored to have you here with us as we receive this donation. We are very glad to note your commitment to the less fortunate members of our Republic. We pray that leaders, even around us, will copy your example and prove to the nation that the world that whether disabled or not, we are all the same in the eyes of our Creator. Your Highness, may we also express our sincere appreciation to the Sangani family for helping us while in need. Special mention goes to Babu Sagani for making it possible for us to receive this valuable donation alongside his family members. This indeed is a small step for a man, but again, a giant leap for mankind. Your Holiness, we therefore wish you all blessings and goodwill, for you have done what is right and just for humanity. We will faithfully account for the donation, and we seek even a closer relationship with you and this community as we together strive to uplift the living standards for the deaf and hard-hearing children. And as I conclude, Your Holiness, I want once more to repeat that we are extending a cordial invitation to you, Your Holiness, to visit our offices, give us blessings which will inspire the entire deaf community in this republic. With that, I add, and we wish you once again good time while you stay. Thank you. May I ask the deaf community, those who are with me, those tall gentlemen, and also the children and their teachers, to also rise to be seen that we have been here. Even the children, all of them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Martin Kieti and Mr. Francis Nganga, for helping us to understand the crucial role that your respective organizations play in helping people with special needs in Kenya. I now pray to His Divine Holiness Param Puja Acharya Swami Shri Maharaj to bless us with His Divine Arshirvad, the blessings, and enlighten us today. Thank you.
Swaminarayan Nama Mantram Swayam Dishantam Bhavaparayantram Praudha Pratapa श्रितलोकतन्त्रं श्री स्वामिनारायणमानमामि प्रत्यक्ष एवास्मि सदेति भानं दत्त्वा स्वकेभ्यो निजमूर्तिदानं यावद्रविन्दो प्रकटा प्रमाणं श्री स्वामिनारायणमानमामि मुक्ता मधुरा भोगा मधुरा स्वामिनारायण गादी मधुरा मधुरा शरण मधुरा बिरुदा मधुरा घनश्याम हरे रखेला मधुरा मुखं करोति वाचालं अङ्गुलङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दं पुरुषात्मजं वरणिवेश रमणीय दर्शन मन्दहासरुचिराननाम्बुजं पूजितं सुरनरोत्तमैर्मुदा धर्मनन्दनमहं विचिन्तये त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव जय जय करनारा श्री अक्षरधामना अधिपति स्वामिनारायण बापा भगवते नमो नमः श्री घनश्याम महाराजाय नमो नमः श्री हरे कृष्ण महाराजाय नमो नमः श्री सहजानंद स्वामी महाराजाय नमो नमः बापा श्री भगवते नमो नमः सद्गुरु श्री ने नमो नमः श्री स्वामिनारायण गादिन आद्याचार्य प्रवर धर्म धुरंधर सनातन धर्म सम्राट परम कल्याणकारी जीवन प्राण स्वामी बापा भगवते नमो नमः स्वामी नारायण हरे स्वामी नारायण हरे हो स्वामी नारायण हरे स्वामी नारायण हरे સ્વામિનારાયણ હરે સ્વામિનારાયણ હરે ઓ સ્વામિનારાયણ હરે સ્વામિનારાયણ હરે સ્વામિનારાયણ હરે સ્વામિનારાયણ હરે સ્વામિનારાયણ હરે સ્વામિનારાયણ હરે ઓ સ્વામિનારાયણ હરે સ્વામિનારાયણ હરે ઓ સ્વામિનારાયણ હરે સ્વામિનારાયણ હરે ઓ સ્વામિનારાયણ હરે સ્વામિનારાયણ સ્વામિનારાયણ હરે બોલો અક્ષરધામના દેવત્યાનંદ સ્વામી મહારાજની જય બાપા શ્રીની જય સદગુરુ શ્રીની જય સ્વામી બાપાની જય
The Adyacharya Pravar of Sri Swaminarayan Gadi, Jivan Pran, Sri Mukta Jivan Swami Bapa, Honorable sons and disciples on this auspicious occasion, I convey to you all my heartfelt Jai Sri Swaminarayan. On behalf of Maninagar Sri Swaminarayan Gadi Sansthan, the worldwide center for spiritual, cultural and social welfare, I welcome to the sacred home of Almighty Lord Swaminarayan, directors and members of the Kenya Institute for the Blind and the Kenya Society for Deaf Children and all the invited guests. We are celebrating the golden jubilee of Kenya's independence. In addition, exactly 65 years have passed since our Gurudev, the pioneering spiritual master, Sri Muktajivan Swami Bapa, first set his foot on the soil of Kenya. He came here with a quest to help and relieve the troubles from the people. Swami Bapa taught his disciples that worship of God includes helping those in need. He established hospitals and schools for the poor and needy. He gave general donation at times of famine and drought. When Swami Baba came to Kenya in the 1952, he donated a vast sum of shillings to the Gandhi Memorial College, now Nairobi University. These are merely a few of Swami Baba's acts of kindness. Swami Baba taught of the way to being to humans, true humans. Service others is the most sacred of deeds. It is the most essential of the internal laws of humanity. That is why in the Shikshapati scripture, Lord Sri Swaminarayan has stated in verse 139, Yavajivam cha susrusa karyamatur vidur guru rogartasya manusasya yatha sakti samanade. My disciples must show their parents, guru, and the Sikh throughout their life in the best manner that they can, by helping the Lord's children to live together in peace and harmony with unity and compassion and show kindness to those in need. The Lord becomes extremely pleased. God Himself takes note of such sincere charitable acts and bestows immense divine bliss to those individuals. Our organization remains committed to providing aid in whichever manner it is required. That is by today to mark the golden jubilee of independent Kenya. We are making a substantial donation of Kenya shilling 500,000 to the Kenya Institute for the Blind, and Kenya shilling 500,000 for the Kenya Society for Deaf Children. The donation today to the Kenya Institute for the Blind will go towards making a state-of-the-art cyber cafe, which will be the first facility of this kind in Kenya, and we hope this will enable these children to further develop their skills. The donation to the Kenya Society for the Deaf Children will go towards purchase of hearing aid for those children in need of hearing aid. We trust that the funds released for such benevolent acts will be used wisely and appropriately to provide essential provisions and facilities for them. I wish to say to all these beautiful young children, some of you do not have sight or ability to hear, but you have intelligence and the help of your other senses to guide you throughout your life. With the help of God, you can make your life worthwhile just like any other person. Do not think of this as a setback for you. With trust in God, have the courage to fulfill your ambitions to help you start this voyage in your life. We have given this money so that you can learn how to overcome the various obstacles faced due to your special needs. Finally, let us all pray to God. दिव्य जीवनी ज्योति जगाओ, आप करता थे कार्य दिपाओ, मंगलमय सुख नित्य देनारा, Jai Ghanshyam, Jai Jai Karnara. From darkness lead us to night. From ignorance lead us to knowledge. From intolerance lead us to compassion. For all eternity keep us with you. Jai Sri Swaminarayan.
I would now like to call upon the Secretary, the Treasurer, and the Vice Chairman of Sri Swaminarayan Gadi Sansthan to come forward to Param Puja Acharya Swami Shri, and also the Chairman and the Principal for the Kenya Institute of Blind to come forward, Mr. Kaburu Sangani, to escort them to Param Puja Acharya Swami Shri. Treasurer Mr. J.B. Sangani, kindly come forward. I would also like to call upon the members of the Kenya Institute for the Blind to come forward and have a group photo. Members of the Kenya Institute for the Blind. Closing remarks. Sri Swaminarayan Gadi Sansthan believes in teaching the essentials of living a moral, dignified, spiritual, and cultured life through a series of educational, recreational, and social activities. We humbly